business units. Among them is the first is the devices. As we know, the smartphone, the wearable smartphone devices like this one. And also the second one is the intelligent auto solutions. M3, M9, the auto. And the third one, connectivity. This is our investment from the carriers. We provide wireless network, data communication, optical network like this one. The computing and cloud, this is the future. We provide our computing and data storage, plus public cloud and hybrid cloud to enhance the computing. And the last one is our digital power. This is today our group. We have the 4 business parts. The first is the smart TV and ESS. Second one, smart charging network. Following is the drive one. The last is the data center facility and critical powers. This is the overview of the Huawei business group. The last year, in the H1, our revenue reached more than 400 billion. And the whole year, our revenue is around 860 billion. It means over 100 billion US dollar. It means even during the past several years under section, Huawei is continued growth. For the R&D, this is one of the very important points. That's why Huawei can continue growth and to serve all around the customer, the world customer. For the R&D investment, only in the 2023, we invest more than 160 billion Chinese yuan, and accumulated in the past decades, it's over 1.1 trillion Chinese yuan. Here we will see from the 2014 to the 2023, every year the average percentage is over 10 to 20%. Especially in the past several years, it's over 20%. The result is good. By the end of 2023, our active patent is over 140,000, and we have over 200 cross-authority patents. For the Huawei digital power, this is our current business. First, the stable business growth. We will see from the 2017 to 2024, our CAGR is over 26%. And for the last year, our whole year revenue will around 10 billion US dollars. Among the 5 business parts, the smart PV, we're ranking #1 globally for the 9 past consecutive years. And for the smart charging network, we already deployed more than 50,000 liquid-cooled charging stations among the 50 highways in 200 cities. And for the drive van, in the 50 type of vehicles already used our automobile manufacturers, and we have more than 1.3 million powertrains delivered. The data center facility and site power in the past 9 to 12 years, we are continue ranking #1 in the world. It means for the digital power, all the business we choose is leading the industry. We are continue ranking the #1. For the R&D, here, as we said, Huawei covers 170 countries and regions around the world. For the digital power, we have more than 10,000 employees, and over 60% of them is R&D. Around the world, we have the 12 R&D centers. In China, we have 8. Overseas, we have 4. And among this, we have over 2,000 active patents, and over 20% of the revenues we invest in the R&D. This is why we continue talking. From Huawei Group, from Huawei Digital Power, we can continue to do the innovations. We can continue leading the industry. We can serve around the world our customers. Here shows is Huawei Digital Power overview and our variance. As we can see, why we can continue leading the industry. The first one, as we said, we continue to invest high proportion investments, but the investment is the key part. The investment, one we call it is the PE, power electrics, include the volt, heat, battery, and the other hand is the bit, the digital technology. This is our investment. Together with the product orientation and our open ecosystem, we focus on the six side, including the green power generation, energy, internet, mobility, electrification, green ICT, and smart energy. Based on the equipment, also we have the digital power management platform. We can connect all the equipment in the same platform and to empower different scenarios. For example, the greenhouse, the green building, green factory, like this one. Our vision is to integrate the digital and power electric technologies, developing clean power and enable energy digitalization to drive energy revolution for a better green future. This is our vision, and we will continue doing this. So the first part is talking about the Huawei Group and Huawei Digital Power. The second part, I want to introduce the CNR PV business insight. What we see the CNR market. First one, I want to talk is the challenges to the enterprises. What the challenges they face? We summarize the enterprise face the three key challenges. The first one is the decarbonization. As we know, not in China, also in EU, in around the world, we all have the carbon reduction aims. In China, there's 2024, 2025 action for the carbon reduction. The EU also has the carbon tax. Also, the EU has the zero carbon emission of building request. The enterprise face the pressure from the low carbon request. And the second one is the intelligence use. As we know, especially from the last 2 years, the AI is booming. Yeah, industrial intelligence transformation is coming. And the electricity consumption increased very fast. We will see compared to the GDP, the electricity consumption more than 64% higher. And also we do some summarize in Shenzhen, China. Over 70% of them each year energy consumption over 30 gigawatt hour. This is a huge energy consumption. Also, this is the second challenge. The first challenge, as we said, electrification. As we know, not from the home use, yeah, especially from the electric car use. As we summarize, by the end of 2030, the electricity consumption will be 8 times compared to current consumption. Also, another one is, especially in the EU, the grid congestion is very serious. How we can solve this problem? Okay, especially for the enterprise, the three key challenges we need to thinking. Also, we face the challenges. The enterprise has challenges, but also we have the advantages. We will see. This is the other side. The fourth factor, okay, the first one is the PV module continue decrease. The price continue decrease. And second one is the lithium carbonate, the price also drops, especially compared to the 2023. Dropped over 70%. And third one, the global standard electricity price is increased steady. The last one, the interest rate is decreased. It means the investment will increase. Among these four factors, active factors, we summarize the different business modes, PV plus ESS. We will see in different regions. In China, we have the TOU, time of use, we have the green resource and self-consumption. All of them, PBP, payback period, around 4 years. This is really a good payback 4 years. And for EU, also we summarize maximum self-consumption, grid reinforce, frequent regulation. Also the payback period around 4 to 5 years. especially the frequent regulation. In the North EU, only around 2 years they will get payback of investments. And for the Africa, Latin America, these regions, they have the off-grid aggregation, peak shaving, and maximum consumption. This one also among 2 to 6 years. It means based on the 4 factors in different regions, we have the active payback period. It means the business is how to say, it's success. It's success. We have the big opportunities. But also in the CNI, we face the 3 key challenges. Yeah, the first one is safety. Yeah, safety is always the first challenges. Yeah. For example, the fire, explosion, the cost asset and hostile losses. Yeah, we do the statistics. In the 2023, over 100 safety accidents happens. How to become safety to proactive safety? This is how we did. The second one is the quality challenges. Yeah, as we know, especially in the 2023, there's thousands of the invest in the ESS. But we believe in the following 3 to 5 years, more than 90% of them will be bankrupt. Yeah. So how to guarantee the whole life maintenance? Yeah, this is the one question. Another one is the low reliability, especially the small companies with the low quality the products. How to guarantee the long time sustainable? This is the another question. So for the quality side, we provide is the premium quality, yeah, from Huawei. And the third one is the payoff challenges. As we know, even we have the 4 good factor, the price from the panel, from the lithium battery decrease, the payback period around 2 to 6 years. But also we face some factors we cannot control. So how to guarantee the long-term benefit? This is another question. So to guarantee the high revenue, this is another challenge. Huawei we can consider, yeah, with lower O&M cost and high revenue. So talking about the 3 key challenges, we will choose the Huawei Smart PV CNI solution. We face the challenge, but also we face the good factors. We have the big opportunity, and what Huawei can provide to you, okay, to succeed together with you. The first one is this one-fits-all solutions Huawei can provide. For the products, we have the PV, we have the optimizer, especially the PV inverter. Now we already launched the 150 kilowatts optimizer. We have the 1100 and 1300 volt optimizer. For the ESS, we have the 200 kilowatt hour. Now we already launched the 215 kilowatt hour. This is the new ESS, also with the charger station, the liquid cooled charger. This is the unit. Also this is the equipment. Among the equipment, we have the smart PV MS that can link the equipment in the same platform. You can monitor their working conditions, get warning. And together with our partner ecosystem and also our solution ecosystem, we have the different business modes of like the maximum self-consumption, TOU, peak shaving, grid response, like this. It means from equipment, from the software, from the business mode. It means like the circle, It means Huawei can provide you end to end. As a basement, here we have one-fits-all feature, also efficient power and high quality power feature. This tool, as we know, for the CNI, we can say we have 2 kinds of customer. One is EPC, one is the order. What's the EPC concern? The concern, one, the price. The other is the easy O&M. Also is the easy commissioning. Yeah, here one fits all. This feature is especially for the EPC companies. We call it 5 easy. Easy design, easy purchase, easy installation, easy commissioning, and easy O&M. And for the owner concern is true value. What the true value we can deliver to them? Here we summarize. The first one is proactive safety. Safety always the first. Second one, premium quality. And third one, high revenue. This is the values the owner's concern. It means for the EPC, we have the 5 easy benefits. For the owners, we have the 3 key value to the owners. Yeah, we can provide to them. Following, I will introduce the 2 key equipments. The first one is our inverter. Yeah, 150K. Yeah, we have 2 kinds of them. One series is Sun 2000. The second one is Sun 5000. Sun 2000 is without optimizer, and Sun 5000 is with optimizer. This is the only difference. And before the details, I want to ask you one question. Yeah. How to choose inverters? Yeah, even from the EPC companies, from the owners, how to choose a good inverter? Yeah, we consider this one. Here we summarize the 6 aspects. The first one, safety, because CNI normally used in the roof, right? Safety the first. Second, efficiency. Why? How the inverter working? Is the efficiency good or not? And third one, BOS, the whole system cost. And following is the O&M, operation maintenance. Whether in the whole life, the operation and the maintenance is easy, the cost is less. And then reliability. We don't want to do the maintenance or repair the inverters every 2 weeks or every week. Yeah, the reliability is very important. The last one is the grid friendly. Whether the inverter influence the grid. Yeah, for example, especially in the sensitive area, like the hospital, like the semiconductor factory. Okay, the THDI is very important. So this is the 6 aspects we summarize how we choose a good inverter and what Huawei can provide to our customer. For the details, the first one, safety. We said we face the 3 challenges for the CNI. The first one is safety. How to shift standard normal safety to proactive safety. This is the one question. What Huawei did. As we know, for the whole PV system, it has the DC part, it has the AC part. We do the statistic among or over 70% of the accidents or of the fault is from the DC side. So we do the innovations, especially or mainly in the DC side. What we did or what we provide. The first one is the RCD protection with the optimizer, rapid shutdown. Or the second one is the FCI, arc fault current interruption. From the 2016, at the beginning, our detector range is 80 meter, and then 2018 to 200 meter, 2014 150 kilowatts, we reach 450 meter. Yeah, this is the FCI function. The third one, smart string level disconnector. This is the unique function now only Huawei can provide. This can be function in the 3 scenarios. The first one is the DC strings, the fault, the reverse connection, or with the different string continuity connection, or inside the DC main bus bar short circuit. The SSOD will function. This is the only Huawei unique function. And the following one is the module level installation detection. Stage. It's very useful to the EPC companies. Yeah. they will do the commissioning more easily. The following one is smart connector temperature detection. Also, this is unique for Huawei side. For each DC terminals, we have the temperature detector. It can warn you if the temperature is over high. It will warn you. You will notice. The last one is the pivot to ground short circuit protection. Yeah, this one is especially for the CNI scenarios. As you may know, the CNI scenarios normally they have the neutral line. If the neutral line to the ground has a short circuit, it will have the potential to induce the inverter IGBT broken and cause the inverter exploding. So this function is very important for the CNI scenarios. So for the proactive, we provided this six unique or 6 typical protection methods. Following is the high revenue. Yeah, we all talking about is for the safety, the first priority, but the revenue also is very important. How we can provide our customer with high revenue? Yeah, here on the left side, we give the one concept, LCOE, levelized cost of electricity. Yeah, it means with the relationship with the capex, with the opex, also with the yield. What Huawei did is, first one, we provide the end-to-end solution with better TCO. Here we set an example. 1 megawatt with Huawei, with the industry 150K and industry 125K. Here, with Huawei solution, we will save 1 inverter. And the AC cable cost will reduce by 5%, and the O&M cost reduce 50%. All this one, the TCO, we will save 108K US dollars in the life cycle cost saving. Another one is for the yield increase, also the same. 1 megawatt, 150K with 125K. Huawei can provide 0.5 reliability improvement and around 0.4% efficiency improvement, also 1% energy yield increase. Among this, we can get over 100K US dollar in the life cycle yield increase. Yeah, this is the high revenue our solution can provide to the customer. The third one is the reliability and the quality. Yeah, as we said, the inverter or the ESS, the system that will lasting more than 10 years or even nearly 15 years, 20 years, or even longer. The reliability and quality in the whole life is very important. How we guarantee the reliability and the quality? Here, you will see the 4 processes. We call the RPD process, LTC process, DS, and RTR process. We guarantee, or Huawei guarantee the quality based on the process, not based on some process. Yeah, for example, from the design, from the component selection, and the test, the precise screening, and then to the delivery to the installation. All this one is guaranteed by the process. Yeah, for example, the component standard selection. In the industry, the test items only over 20 items in the industry for the test, but the Huawei will test over 100 for the electrochemical cells. This is different. It means Huawei with the more strictly standard to test the components. And then for the component test, we will deploy more than 1,400 test cases and over 21 reliable tests. For the LTC process, over 2,000 large-scale warehouses around the world. We can serve you in time, or serve customer in time. The last one, globally, we have the local teams. We can to shorten or we shoot the problem or shoot the fault in time and on site to solve the problem. in time. All this one is guarantee Huawei high quality. Here we will see in different scenarios, in the high altitude, in the severe cold environment, humid environment, high temperature, high humid, all these environments, the whole content of equipment is Huawei already delivered is more than million pieces. And the global failure rate is less than 0.5%. And our reliability is over 99%, 99.99%. It's really a good performance. Okay, talking about the inverter part. Yeah, we're talking about the safety, we're talking about the high revenue, we're talking about the reliability, and the long-term guarantee. Following, we will talk about the ESS. As we know, still in the past decades, the PV domain market. In the following decade, we believe PV plus ESS will domain the market. So the ESS is another important component or important trend or opportunities. What Huawei can provide to our customer. This year, we launched the new ESS, 215 kilowatt hour. We call it the smart hybrid called CNI ESS. Also, the same question as the inverters. How to choose ESS or how to choose a good ESS? Here we summarize the 6 aspects. The first one, we always thinking is safety. Safety always the first. The second one, RTE, like the inverter efficiency. What's the RTE of the ESS? Whether it's good or not. The third one, utilization. Whether the charging, discharging is good, utilization is good or not. The fourth one, SOH. It's related to the health of the system, of the cells. Also following is the O&M. Also, like the inverter, we do not want to maintain or to repair them every week or every 2 weeks like this. So O&M also is important. The last one, one fits all, especially for the EPC companies, whether they are easily for the installation or the purchase, we call the fast easy. So for the details among these 6 aspects, the first priority. Here for the inverter, we're talking about the safety. For the ESS, we will first prioritize the safety and quality. We will talk. Here we will see from the founder of Huawei, or to our rotating chairman, or to the Huawei Digital Power president. All of them, or all of our leaders, they emphasize the safety and the quality in the products, in the organization, and in our culture. So our different leaders, they put most concern of the safety and the quality. Also from our R&D, from our frontline colleagues, we also put the high safety and quality in their minds. To the products, what we do or what Huawei do to guarantee or to keep the safety. As we know, for the ESS, we face the 2 risks. The first one is electrical safety risk. The second one is thermal diffusion risk. For these 2 risks, what Huawei do? We provide is 2 links. We call one is electric link, and second one is the thermal link, from cell to pack to system to consumption. And for the electric link, we call it active protection for short circuit. In the cell level, as we said, we have more than 100 items cell test and 13 types cell fault warning in advance. It will give the warning 24 hours in advance to warn you or to warn the customer. The customer can have enough time for their troubleshooting. And in the pack side, we have the 6-side installation. It means in the side, in the top, in the bottom is the 6-side installation materials. to keep safety. And in the system, we have the 5-level shutdown for short circuit protection. And Huawei provider is we can shut down within 5 milliseconds, and the traditional is over 1 second. The 5 milliseconds and 1 second means different results, exploding or not. This is a huge difference. And the last one for the consumption, Huawei provides 24 hours liquid current detection and a quick shutdown. This is in the electric link active self. For the thermal link, as we know, the thermal runaway is the cause the explosion easily. So the thermal link or the thermal control is very important. What do Huawei do? In the cells, we have the heat insulation and cooling cells, non-different. It means in each cell, also we have the heat insulation material. And for the pack, we have the positive pressure oxygen barriers. It means if inside the pack has the combustible gases, the gases will direct outlet to the pack, not accumulated inside, and the oxygen cannot inside the packs. Yeah. So for the pack, there's no fire. And for the system, we have the directional smoke exhaust system. At the bottom, we have the U-shaped tunnels. It can exhaust the combustible gases to the outside of the whole cabinet. The last one, consumption. At the top of the ESS, we have the top exploring ventings to ensure personnel safety. It means the 2 links, electric links and the thermal links, to guarantee the safety. And here, this is another the certifications. Okay, how we can say, okay, we are safety. The first one, from the logic or from the structure, we say we have the thermal, we have the dual link safety, and also we get the highest or safety premier certifications. This is the first of the highest safety certifications in the world Huawei gets. Yeah. Here we will see the details. The first one, Huawei with the industries with over 100 kilonewton. There's no thermal runaway. No thermal runaway. And the second one, no pack fire. It means the thermal runaway ignition with the Huawei structure, there's no pack fire. No pack fire. But the industry that has fire. Yeah. The third one, no system explosion. It means ignition, no explosion. But the industry has explosion. The last one, as we said, for the design, the top explosion venting. Huawei has the top explosion design to keep the overall the personnel safety. Yeah. Here is the first CNI BS safety certifications to Huawei. Okay. The following one is, as we're talking the same as the inverter. The revenue, what we can provide, the benefit to the customer. Talking about this one, we want to talk about what's the relation with the ESS efficiency. What's the factor related with them? Yeah, we do the statistic analysis. It's around 51% with the system cooling, and 40% with the electric circuit, and 9% with the cables. For the system cooling, compared to the industry one, that only has the one mode. Yeah, just the cool. Has the, we call it the hybrid nature air plus liquid cooled. Yeah, it has the 6 modes. Yeah, here give the vivid examples. Yeah, just like for example, in the summer, it's very hot. Yeah, like the sports mode. Okay, it will start the active liquid cold, and in the spring or autumn, okay, it's a layer mode. just with the natural air cool, it's okay, it's enough. In the winter, it's the sleep mode. Yeah, with the cold environment, we will utilize the PCS heat to heat the PCS, to heat the cells, okay, as the better or as the optimum working conditions. It means from the system cooling side, Huawei can guarantee the optimum standard, working standards for the cells, for the packs. And electric circuit, not only from the PCS side, also from the pack side, Huawei with the new generation carbon silicon IGBT or high frequency mode algorithm. Yeah, in the pack side, we have the bidirectional balance topology, also with the efficient design. All this one, it means from hardware and software innovations will increase the whole system efficiency. Also, here we show one example or one cases we did. The RTE in that sheet, okay, how we write is 91.3%. It also, this is already the industry the highest, and the auxiliary power consumption decreased 30%. But in the real cases, we reach 90. We are 5.2% higher. Here one cases is showcased in China. The RTE reached 92.2%, the DoD can reach 100%, and the battery cell temperature difference less than 1.5%. Yeah, it means the Huawei real performance is better than the claimed performance. Yeah, not like some vendors. Okay, the claim is better, but the real performance is better. Okay, talking about the revenue, talking about the system efficiency, we want to talk about another unique innovation in the ESS side. We call it the pack level optimizer. Yeah, as we said, here we will give the vivid explanation. The cask principle, as we all know, for the cask, the volume is decided by the shortest wood plate, right? The same logic. As we know in the pack level, the cells is in the series connection. Yeah. If one cell has a problem, yeah. Here this one shows without optimizer. Yeah. This problem cells, the SOC reach 100%, and the discharge current will stop. And the other health, maybe they can reach only 95% or 97% or even lower. Yeah, it means the unhealthy pack will influence the whole death chain. But with optimizer, this is a difference. With optimizer, for example, also the same unhealthy pack, they charge SOC 100%, and the current for this unhealthy pack will stop. But the other healthy pack, they will continue charge and discharge, and the SOC they can reach 100%. This is the difference. Also, here we show one cases. Yeah. Also, this is the textile cases in China. With optimizer, without optimizer, the difference is over 2%, 2.2%. It means the benefits or the revenue the customer will get more. Another one I want to mention or I want to emphasize is our ESS, our DoD can reach 100%. 100%. This is different with the industrial level. Industrial level normally is 95% like this level. Okay, the following another innovations, the unique heat dispatching design. As we know, the heat is the first factor to influence the cell performance or influence the whole ESS system. Here, we show the difference of the industry and Huawei. For the industry, okay, what's their design for the heat dispatching is the U-shape. We call the U-shape. We can see the outlet and the inlet is in the different sides. In the inlet, the coolant temperature is low, right? And outlet, the coolant temperature is high. But it means in the different place, the cell temperature or the cell dispatching efficiency is different. And for the Huawei side, we do the innovation with the dual loop flow path. Here we will see the outlet and the inlet in the same side. It means for each cell at the bottom, at the heat dispatching, there has one is the cold, coolant. The other is the high temperature coolant. It means the temperature difference is low. With the Huawei technology, the cell temperature difference will be less than 2.2 degrees, and our heat dispatching efficiency will increase more than 20%, and the cell temperature decrease 3 degrees. Here also we give you more details about the inside. As we know, the top side is the battery, and the bottom, the yellow one, is the PCS. The PCS temperature is high, and the battery side temperature is low. As we said, in the winter, okay, we can utilize the heat from the PCS, and this is another advantage. Also, we have one example in China. Here in the Zhejiang, some cases, we will see in the one day, 24 hours, compared to the industry, Huawei cell temperature difference, only 1.8 degree. 1.8 degree. It means for customer, the 10 years revenue will increase is around 3,600 US dollars. And for the 10 years SOH revenue increase is 2%. This is another benefit with Huawei heat dispatching unique design. Talking about the unique design with the heat dispatching, with the RTE, with the optimizer, here we will show another software what we can support our customer or support you. Huawei provides the smart PVMS. We call it one-stop and a full life cycle smart management. First is the smart design tool. With the smart design, you can plan or you can give the basic design within 2 minutes. Okay, for the one project. Yeah, it means when you visit the customer give you one the project pipeline. You can within 2 minutes to give the basic configurations, okay, to the customer. This is the one how you can provide smart design tool. The second one is the smart PVMS. With the smart PVMS, we offer you the smart management, especially the maintenance with the cells, with the packs. You can monitor the working conditions 24 hours. It means, especially the automatic SOC calibration, it will save site inspection time more than 50%, and the cell level management over 80% for the location efficiency. And the third one is the AI. We call it the smart multi-mode management. With automatic energy management, we offer you the different business modes in the same system. Yeah, for example, TOU plus maximum self-consumption from the peak, also with the peak shaving. Okay, you can combine together in the same system to use. It will increase the benefits more than 10%, and the photo location efficiency decrease 0.5 years. From the system side, from the software, the system design tool will give you the tools to design the system efficient and quickly. With the smart PVMS, will give you maintenance more easily. Also for the operation, the AI technology will give you the smart multi-mode management. This is another value. So as a short summary, one fits all. Yeah, at the beginning we said Huawei provide a one fits all solution. For the EPC company, key part is 5 easy. For the customer side, proactive safety, high revenue, and the payback period, right? Here we main emphasize is the 5 easy. From design, for example, Huawei provides different equipment, including optimizer, inverter, charge, ESS. But all this one we comply with each other. Not like the different vendors. Okay. For the design, with Huawei one-time design, it's easily to replicate. Yeah. No need a multi-design. And for the purchase, only face Huawei one interface is okay. For the installation, as we said, all our equipment complies each other. So for the easy installation, we'll decrease 4% day. And commissioning also the same, complies with each other. Also with the same platform, same PVMS. Okay, one install commissioning, cold or hot commissioning. Yeah, the last one, O&M. At the beginning, we said Huawei is the leading RCC company. Okay, our biggest advantage is our telecommunication, right? Our bit ability. So the digital management or the digital after-sale service or the digital after-sale interface. This is the biggest advantage Huawei can provide. Also, together we have the local teams or the local office, our local colleagues can serve our customer locally and in time. So as a summarize, why choose Huawei? Or 4 reasons we should choose Huawei. The first one fits all solution, 5 easy, we mentioned. Second one, proactive safety. Talking about this one, we want to talk about is the Murphy Law. And Murphy Law says no matter how small the probability is, a safety accident will happen. Yeah. It means anyhow, the problem or the accident will happen. Only difference is when it will happen, where it will happen. So choose Huawei means choose safety and choose free insurance. The third one, ultra quality. We're talking about Huawei guarantees the quality based on the procedures, the RPD, the LTC, DS, RTR procedures. Yeah, we can provide a customer with long-term reliability and less O&M and a better brand reputation. The last one, high revenue. As I said, with Huawei leading technologies, together with the different business mode, the customer can get more benefits. This is the basic reason or summarize. We summarize why we should choose Huawei. So we're talking about Huawei company, talking about the Huawei digital power, talking about our solutions, including inverter solution, including the ESS solution. We will show some cases to you. What's the benefit or what's the successful cases Huawei did or Huawei provided to our customers? The first one, we want to give you the massive application scenarios in the different regions or different countries. Here we will see we all have the successful cases. For Huawei, we already deployed more than 100 gigawatts. Yeah. And the serving enterprises is more than 100,000 enterprises. Yeah. Here we will see, especially in the EU side, in the Asian side, we all have the PV stations. We all have the ESS stations. All successful cases. For the typical one, the first I want to introduce is the Turkey steel plant, 140 megawatt project. This project is currently the world's largest CNI roof project. We provide this customer the customer request. Yeah, because this is the steel. As we said, the enterprise has the 3 challenges. The first one is the carbon emission decrease. So for this steel plant, also it has the long-term commitment to reduce fossil fuel, to use and use the green transformation energies. Yeah. Here, what are our solutions or customer benefits? Fuel system generates 250 million kilowatt hours per year, and they save the 110 million kilogram carbon. As we know, the carbon tax, yeah, they can use this one to the market to get their green license. Green license. This is another benefit. The second is the roaming logistic parks. Yeah. Also, there has the carbon emission decrease request. Here, our solution is with our latest 150 kilowatts inverters. Yeah. What the benefit? The first one, the annual power generation, around 3 million kilowatt hour, and reduce the VOS by 20%. Especially this one, because as we see, this one, the big roof, the distance is long. The FCI with Huawei 150 kilowatts, our FCI can detect over 450 meters longer if you keep the roof more safe. The following one is from the Jiangsu, yeah, from China. Also, this company is the precision manufacturer. Yeah, they had the request with the higher electricity quality. It means the TFDI. Okay, the request is high. Also, with the latest 150 kilowatts, yeah, to solve the problem. Following one is the ESS. Yeah. Also in China, the RTE, as we already showed, reached 92.2%. Yeah. Here, 24 hours auxiliary power consumption from industry 18 kilowatt hours to 6.7 kilowatt hours. It means auxiliary powers decreased more than 60%, and RTE increased over 5%. And for they use our 10 pieces, 250 kilowatt hour every year, around 4 gigawatt hours more energy. Okay, the following also is the China is this one is typical PV plus ESS plus charging. We believe the PV plus ESS plus charging is another, the popular scenario. Okay, we should pay more attention to this. Yeah, this is the typical one with 6 kilowatt PV, 2 pieces ESS, and 28 dischargers. Yeah, already just launched. Okay, their business mode is the maximum cell consumption plus time of use (TOU). Central factory, yeah. Also with the multi-mode business, as we said, the multi-business mode. Yeah, this is another new innovations, and the benefits they get is the first one is from the maximum self-consumption. Okay, they can get around 170K per year, and ESS avoid production interruption. And this company that produces the copper, it cannot stop the production. Yeah, it means the energy backup also is very important. Yeah, and Huawei advantage is from the pack level optimization. This I want to give more detail or more emphasize. Yeah, here this is in Italy. It's the concrete factory. Yeah, also they have the high energy consumption. They will decrease their electricity use, or they have the carbon emission decrease. And our solution is with the PV plus ESS. 5 pieces 200 kilowatt hour and 2.4 megawatt PV. What's the benefit? Here, I want to say more. The first one, from the business mode, maximum self-use. They can save 650K per year, and second one, carbon trading revenue. In Italy, because they're among the EU, the carbon trade revenue based on this one, they can get 150K. The third benefit is the green concrete. Yeah, in the Italy, if the green power you use is over 40%, and your product can match with the green levels. Yeah, because for this company, their green power use is 42%, so their concrete is a green concrete. It means for the bidding, they can get more or get a higher score. And the ROI, the PBB, okay, is also good, around 4 years. The last one, the off-grid, yeah, especially in the Africa, in the Latin America, okay, in the Asian island scenarios, the off-grid also is a big opportunity, a big market. Here example is shown in the Africa. This is the restaurants in South Africa, yeah, with the to remove the diesel, okay, because their position, the diesel price is very high, $1.2 per liter, yeah, and our solution is with two pieces ESS, and also this ROI is very good, only around 3 years, Okay, so that's all is the products, our solutions, and our successful cases. Yeah. If you have some questions, we can discuss mutually. Thank you.